What is the ceiling for the Dallas Mavericks this upcoming season? Plus, Nick Angstadt of Locked On Mavs is going to be joining us at 12:15. All that and more coming up next on the DLLS Mavs podcast. Hey, what's up, DLLS Mavs Nation? It's your man, Kevin Gray, alongside Mavericks beat writer, not Mavericks beat writer, because that's our analyst, Bobby Cola. But our episode is presented by Michelob Ultra. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra at 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's a superior taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the NBA. Kevin Gray, Bobby Corella.
You know how sad you just made people?
I did.
Whenever
no National Tim.
No one is on camera, and you're like, joining me today
That's
is
right.
Tim Cato.
That's right.
Everyone is getting fired up.
I know.
And then it's the big reveal, and it is just me.
Well, it's not just you, Bobby. You are the Bobby Corella, of course.
Oh, my God.
Our Mavericks analyst. The
Corella
There
is only one. There is only one Bobby Corella. So anything good or bad I do,
it's all on you.
It's hard to hide.
It's all on you.
Hair's looking good, man. You look Vegas ready.
I am Vegas ready. So you look Vegas ready. You ready?
I still need a haircut, but otherwise I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready. That's right. No NATO. Our King.
Y'all crack me up with your haircuts. You're like, man, I need a haircut, and I'm like, do you? It always looks so
way different.
short.
Yeah, I look a whole lot different. Your boy was looking a little scraggly.
No,
You got the nice edge
I just
here.
don't
You got
know.
the corner. Everything's
Yeah.
going
I
on.
don't know that. Like for me, for someone to be like,
I noticed when you get a
haircut.
haircut.
Well, yeah, but
He lets
it's
his hair grow
bigger
pretty
difference.
long.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll be getting shaggy every now and then.
Yeah.
Kind of like Magnus.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's because we're the same person.
Speaking of Cato, like several years ago when Cato had the Obi-Wan Kenobi look going,
He did for a little bit.
I told him that person. I was like, I liked that look. Like he should go back to the whole Obi-Wan Kenobi look. No, were you not feeling that look from
No,
Cato?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I
had
liked it.
character.
Yeah, he'll have to. I think he needs to go back to that at some point. Plus, getting a little cooler at some point down the road too. Oscar has a question for you, Bobby. Did you take your sinus medicine?
I did take my sinus medicine. My head feels really just weird anytime I have sinus stuff. I get very photosensitive, and so if you see me looking around or doing this a lot, just know I'm doing my best, and I'm still locked in. I'm not ashamed. I'm just trying to.
We should have done a show in the dark. Just turn out all the
lights.
Literally, all I want to do is just go to those little lights and dial the knobbies down.
Just turn it down just a little bit.
Down to like 30 or 40%. At the Mavs, I would literally just turn the lights off. I would just have it set so low, and it's so soothing. Because I get sick, or not sick. My sinuses act up literally every preseason. Every single preseason.
So that means we know it's basketball when your sinuses start acting up.
Yeah, and dude, it's really bad. But I'm fine. Everything is fine.
Speaking of locked in, we'll be locked on in our next segment. Nick Angstadt of Locked On Mavs is going to be joining us here on the show. Fan Jam tonight. Yes, I see you, Oscar. Fan Jam is tonight at the American Airlines Center. If you're going to be going, doors open up at 6:30 with the Fan Jam kicking off at 7:30. They'll go for an hour from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. ahead of their next preseason game tomorrow when they host LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if you saw, but LaMelo Ball wants to go by the nickname 6'7" this year. I don't know if you saw that.
Dude, he is just determined to be the most popular player in TikTok history.
That's right. So
good for him, though.
Yeah, shout out to 6'7", LaMelo Ball. He'll be here with the Charlotte Hornets along with former Mavericks Josh Green and Spencer Dinwiddie. But as we move much closer to the regular season, which kicks off for your Mavericks on October 22nd when they take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs, what is their ceiling for this upcoming season? Shout out to our guys, Adam Mares and Tim Legler of the All-NBA podcast, discussing what each team's ceiling could look like this upcoming season. Check out what Legs and Mars had to say about your Dallas Mavericks. Take a listen.
The Dallas Mavericks, 40.5. Very curious what you think.
I'm going second round. I think, look, a lot of that could hinge on, D'Angelo Russell kind of stemming the tide, and hopefully they get Kyrie back. Now, for whatever reason, Kyrie Irving is delayed or he comes back and it's not right and they shut it down and we just don't see a good version of Kyrie Irving at any point this year, then I don't think they could win a playoff series. Without him, I mean, with getting him back at some point later in the year and D'Angelo Russell playing well in the meantime, I think they could potentially win a round. They still have Anthony Davis, and I think that Cooper Flagg, again, if one of these rookies hits, and he looked really good the other night, he's going to be an all-around impact player. And if he gets there by midseason, man, this guy is every night getting it done. Yeah, I think Dallas could win a round as a ceiling.
I really buy their defense. I've talked about my concerns with Anthony Davis's eye and his ability to play a lot this year, and that's why I'm lower on him. I'll go with you. I think second round is where I would stop for them, just for the offensive reasons. And I just Kyrie coming back off that injury and then playing, I can't see it. Maybe it happens, but I'll say second round. The West is too loaded.
So, of course, Nico Harrison and this team hopes that the ceiling is the roof when it comes to the Mavericks over the next year or two. But for this season, knowing what they're going to be dealing with Kyrie Irving coming back from that torn ACL, is a second-round exit plausible for you when it comes to the ceiling of this particular Maverick squad this year?
It's really tough. So, like, I'm going to lay out this logical obstacle course that we got to get through. Okay. So let's say in this universe, in this hypothetical universe, Kyrie comes back February 1st and plays every single game except for back-to-backs for the rest of the season and is like 92% or more of Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kyrie's back February 1st. So it stands to reason that under that scenario, the Mavs will probably be somewhere between 6th and like 9th in the standings.
Okay.
Could be higher, I guess
be.
it's possible. But let's say in this scenario, the Mavs finish 7th. They win their play-in game, so they're the number 7 seed. And they win a round. The opponent that they play in the next round will be worse than the one that they just played in the first round. So, like, I think, like, a lot of the asterisks and stuff, if they're able to win their first round, if they're the 8 seed and they beat OKC, then, yeah, they could beat the 4-5. If they're the 7 seed and they beat Houston or whoever, Denver,
maybe.
Yeah, they could beat the 3rd seed. Why not?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think conceptually, yeah, second round exit means like you're good enough to win a series or you're not good enough to win multiple, which I get. But I think like the way that this team's own shortcomings, they will either be absolutely the season will be lost because of injury to Kyrie and AD. So their ceiling is the lottery, or they're going to be good enough because AD stays relatively healthy and Kyrie comes back on time or early or whatever, Jason Kidd, I don't want to make you upset, and then is able to finish the season, and then they're really freaking good, and then they could maybe win the whole thing. But it's just like my own trepidation about this entire season is not how much talent this team has.
Sure.
It is literally, and I've said this 100,000 times, how many games will Kyrie play? If he plays enough, then they could be one of the best teams in the NBA. But if he doesn't, or if AD misses any time at all, more than just a couple games here and there, then they might not even make the play-in. Like, it's such a broad range of outcomes.
The number of people that I have talked to, that we have talked to throughout the course of the offseason and into the preseason, the Tanner the Bell being, if healthy, is the operative 2 words that everyone seems to use when it comes to this team. And I tend to agree with Tim Legler in the sense of, what kind of Kyrie Irving are you going to get when he comes back? If you get the ideal scenario of Anthony Davis playing 65 to 70 games, Kyrie Irving coming back later on in the season and playing close to the All-NBA level that he was at last year, with an improving every single time he steps on the floor, Cooper Flagg, along with D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis, and everyone else that's on this team can be really good. The talent is not a question here. The 2 main things are health, and then when you get to the postseason, it's all about matchups. If they find themselves getting an upset in that first round, who knows how far they could actually go in the postseason. So for this team,
well, who are the teams on the West? Again, you wave your magic wand, all 15 are healthy on both teams.
Yep.
Who are the teams in the West that you think in a playoff series the Mavs, if healthy, blah blah blah, have a just outright bad matchup against, and who are the teams that you think that they have a really good matchup against?
Bad matchups.
A lot of this is projection, obviously.
Yeah. I think I'll go with Oklahoma City and Denver. I think they match up well with Houston. I know Houston's gotten bigger to kind of combat what the Mavericks have done as well. But those to me, if everything,
Why do you think they match up bad with Denver?
Well, Nikola Jokic is eating up Anthony Davis throughout the entirety of his.
Yeah, but he eats up everyone.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if I'm having Denver and Dallas, that's the.
Do you think that Denver could stop Dallas?
Could they stop Dallas?
I think that I'm actually more worried about how the Mavs match up with them whenever the Mavs have the ball, because I don't think that they have the Luka was such a cheat code for Jokic defenses. Now, granted, Jared Dudley's there; they're going to play the Vogel style defense maybe this season. But Luka was such a cheat code because the Nuggets had to just double team him all the time because they didn't want Jokic to switch on him. So it was just open three dunk all game long. They don't have that pressure. They can't attack those pressure points anymore. So I agree. I think Denver is kind of a very scary matchup for the Mavs. OKC too, just because OKC is so good.
Yeah, those would be the only two teams for me that I would feel a little bit of trepidation facing in a playoff series, because we obviously know how good Oklahoma City is and how good they are defensively, and Denver with Nikola Jokic, and they have one of the best starting fives in the league. To be honest, when you look at what they've put together, Aaron Gordon is an X factor for them. We know how good he is, in the postseason. Houston. They've got Kevin Durant. They've got a guy who can go get it. But at the same time, what does the offensive leap look like for Amen Thompson as well? No Fred VanVleet to man the point guard position for them this upcoming year. Minnesota, the Clippers are an older team this year. The Lakers are already dealing with problems of their own. In fact, the Lakers stated yesterday that LeBron James is going to be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks because he's dealing with sciatica going into this upcoming year. So he's not even going to be available to start the regular season. So the Lakers are already dealing with some issues. So
but we're waving our wand. This is 8 months from now that we're talking.
Yeah,
about.
I'm just saying, like, it really depends on the matchup. And then our King says
6 months.
Yeah, they match up well with Houston and the Warriors. AD didn't have.
I disagree on the Warriors one. Who is chasing around Steph?
Good luck with that, D'Angelo.
The good thing is, the Mavs have so much size. Like the Mavs, even whenever they had Derrick Jones, they were getting beat. And this goes back to 2022. Even like they had some perimeter guys like Dorian and Bullock, and then Derrick Jones. They could chase Steph around and kind of do that stuff. But then if you overcommit, they had no size in the back to like all these cutters, Kevon Looney cutting or rolling, and then just scooping up all the misses, whatever. Like the Mavs have the size to combat and hold down the back line if you're overcommitting to Steph, but they just don't have that one guy that can just snake his way around every screen and keep up with Steph, or at least force him to like dribble. So I'd be a little worried about that. But I do think that they have the horses to guard Jimmy. They have the size to rebound and not just get bullied on the offensive glass.
You want to just have some wild ass fun?
Yes.
Put Cooper Flagg on him and see how he does against Steph. Let Cooper Flagg, the 18-year, let the young legs go chase around.
I don't like that one bit. I do not like that one bit.
And see how that happens. I mean, we are playing.
I would be very worried if they had to play the Warriors. Granted, that's just again projection.
Yeah,
maybe they'll be fine. Maybe they'll be just great.
I mean, the Warriors are an older team as well. I mean, you've got they're basically the AARP. Like the Clippers and the Warriors are the AARP teams of the West. I mean, you've got the Clippers with James Harden in his early, or I say mid 30s now. Obviously, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, like those are two older teams that you're dealing with here. And the Mavericks are younger-ish with the athleticism that they have.
See a couple things. So our King says Max Christie, Sports Junkie says Max Christie could keep up with Steph. I think maybe
means Max Christie's a starter for you then at that point.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to start. He could just play a lot, but that does mean he has to play a lot. So if he's in this hypothetical series, he's getting more minutes than Clay, which I don't necessarily mind, but he would be getting more minutes probably than like Najee and PJ and maybe even Cooper. Like you're having to play a lot of minutes to guard Steph. So I guess you could also, in theory, like just bench D'Lo and Brandon Williams, not play a point guard, but then Kyrie's back. So who's Kyrie guard? Like Kyrie's going to be out there. So I don't know where you're finding minutes for Max in that scenario. I guess you're just benching Clay and rolling with but then you also have the two bigs. So it's the luxury of having too many players means that you are always fine if guys get hurt. The bad thing about having too many players is that you got a lot of players.
In that scenario, to me, Max Christie is the starter then. If you're going to have him primarily guarding Steph and Clay's
why does he need to start? What if he's playing 35 but it's off the bench? What does it matter?
I mean, why would he play 35 minutes off the bench? He's got to start.
Jason
can't he?
Terry played 35 minutes off the bench.
But he was also basically a de facto starter.
Well, yeah. So Max Christie could be a de facto starter. Why does he have to start?
Ooh, I don't know. If I have to have someone guarding Stephen Curry for a 7-game series, Clay just might have to sit down.
I think in that series, you probably have to go one big. So you're probably going 80 at the 5 with Kyrie, Coop, PJ, and then a Steph Carter.
A Steph Carter.
Yeah. So it's
Cooper
Max, Caleb. If Caleb is healthy, I think Caleb has the chops to do it. But again, that's a potential big L on offense.
Yeah.
If that's the case, you can't get away with playing Caleb and then having 2 bigs. That's tough, man.
I think at some point down the road, we'll have a conversation about the idea of what Max Christie could be in the future for this team, because he gives me an idea that as Clay starts to phase out, that Max would be the kind of guy that could step in and be the shooting guard of the future, if you will, as a guy that can defend, that can shoot as he continues to improve there. So he kind of gives me that little bit of vibe. Not nearly the shooter of Klay Thompson, obviously, but in that same vein a little bit as a potential 3-and-D type of player. We'll see what the Mavericks start to do. Again, they get on the floor tonight for their fan jam, and then they'll have their second preseason game tomorrow when they take on LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Coming up next year on the DLLS Mavs podcast, friend of the program, Nick Angstadt, host of the Locked On Mavs show, going to be joining us to preview tonight's fan jam and more this weekend. All that coming up next. But if you want to experience the greatness that is Texas OU this weekend at the Cotton Bowl, it is State Fair time in the state of Texas. And, of course, it's the second weekend of October, which means it's Texas OU at 2:30 at the Cotton Bowl. You got to use Game Time to get your tickets. Game Time allows you to have the advantage. Back to you as the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets experiences in just a few taps. They got panoramic seat views, so you can pick out the perfect seat to enjoy your fall Saturday afternoon when Texas takes on Oklahoma. Plus, there's no hidden fees, so when you get to check out, you know exactly what you're going to be paying for, and you're not surprised for it. Plus, they've got the best ticket coverage in the game. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So make sure you take the guesswork out of buying your college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DLLS for $20 off your first purchase. Remember, terms apply. Again, create an account and use code DLLS for $20 off. Tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
PrizePicks, baby. As the NFL season goes along, we learn more and more about these guys. For example, Saquon Barkley, you should probably just take less than on everything every week, and you're going to be doing great. Cam Scadaboo, you should probably be taking more on everything every single week. And the great thing about PrizePicks is that you can actually stack picks on one player. So you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. For example, Saquon, less than total yards, less than rushing yards, less than touchdowns. Josh Allen, pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns. You can do all of those things on just one guy if you want. You're not limited to just one pick. Download the PrizePicks app today. It is the America's #1 fantasy sports app, by the way. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
Coming up here in just a moment, we'll be joined by our good buddy.
Has he not seen us? Is that why?
Well, let's just ask him.
Okay.
Nick Angstadt of the Locked On Mavs podcast. Nick, can you see us? Can you hear us?
I can see you now.
There he is.
Hi,
there he
Nick.
is. You can find him on X at Nick Van Exit, the homie hanging out with us here ahead of the Fan Jam tonight at the AAC. Mavericks take on the Hornets on Saturday. Then they're on the road against Utah on Monday before they play the Lakers in Las Vegas on Wednesday. Nick, how are you? Good to see you.
Gentlemen, it's great. Mavs basketball back. We have at least half of an interesting something of a game under our belts. We'll have another quarter of an interesting something tonight after Fan Jam, and then another game. Guys, it's here. Our long national nightmare of talking about non-basketball is over, Bobby.
What is your bold prediction for Fan Jam?
Oh,
A bold prediction for Fan Jam? Have you been to Fan Jam? My
We're
bold
hosting the show.
prediction is
We're
people will have
asking you
fun.
questions.
A
Your
child will
job is to
smile,
answer
Bobby.
this question.
A child will smile, Bobby. That's my bold prediction.
That's pretty bold. That's all right.
That's a good.
You
take.
get credit for that.
That is true.
You guys,
Cooper Flagg
as
will
you were-
smile. Yes.
Right.
As you were leading up, you're like, Nick's here to preview Fan Jam. Like, all right, it's gonna be fun. Doors open at 6:30. Like, it will be the Mavs facing each other. They will run back and forth, and the basket will go in. The ball will go in the basket at some point.
That's right.
Sometimes I don't know.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. At when you said it's great, I thought you were gonna give us the Kyrie drop. You know, it's great. It's great, bro. It's great. That
It's
drop,
great.
I love
It's great, dude. Dude,
Yeah.
it's great. It's great. It's great, broski. Bro, name it. It's great. It's great. It's great, bro. It's great. It's great. It's great. This life's great, bro. I have no complaints. I don't.
The best thing about that is that you believe him less and less as it goes on.
As it goes on, that's right. Yes, yes.
He gets the
When
bro
he said,
name
like,
it.
by
You're
a
like,
campsite
oh.
fire doing that.
He
What
was
is it?
he was on Twitch and he was like sitting on the side of the road or something like that. Like he was sitting
Yeah.
like in an alley or like I don't know where. Like he wasn't in like a studio or something.
Wrapped in a cloak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It looked
for
really
sure.
comfortable.
He
Like a
did
very
look comfortable,
plush kind of
actually.
blanket. I love really soft plush blankets like that.
Oh wow.
Just feeling them.
What? Okay. Pause. All right.
Feeling a blanket?
The way you said it, just leave it right there where it is. Speaking of comfortable, Cooper Flagg looked very comfortable, Nick, in his preseason debut on Monday against the Oklahoma City Thunder. What did you think about Flagg's debut and what we saw from him that gave you a little bit of confidence or some relief about, hey, this cat can play a little bit?
Yeah, I'm the guy that wasn't going to give you a bold prediction about Fan Jam, but I will take a sweeping conclusion from a half of a preseason game. We saw the type of star that Cooper Flagg's going to be. We saw that he's going to be a connector. He's not going to be the put the ball in his hands all the time and he's going to take 20 shots a game. Like he is a guy that is going to be able to do so many different things. His passing, his vision is going to connect everybody together. His ability to just get a rebound and to run the break and to dribble against Case and Wallace is the thing that a lot of people have been bringing up because I think it was a big deal. And it was a concern that I had going in. It's like, all right, is he going to be able to dribble against some of these guys? He kind of struggled at times in Summer League against a Carter Bryant. And so maybe it's a bigger defender that he'll struggle with. And maybe we'll see that as time goes on. But it was so encouraging to see him look comfortable, be able to get to a spot, and then be able to make the right play every single time. Like that is what he does. He makes the right play every single time. He doesn't make the play for himself. He doesn't make the play specifically for like an assist, like a Westbrook, like trying to just rack up all those. He makes the right play every single time. And that's, I think, the star that Cooper Flagg is going to grow into.
Frank in the chat says a bold prediction for tonight is that Exum plays in Fan Jam. And
Ooh, don't hold your breath.
Nick, I'm perusing the Locked On Mavs YouTube channel, and I noticed just a couple hours ago you posted a video about Dante Exum. Now, I want to encourage everyone to go watch it. All right, but can you give us the Cliff Notes version? What is your theory on what the heck is going on?
I think he's hurt because he's around the team. If it was like some kind of personal thing, like I don't know. This is just my whole point. Of that was it's just weird. It's a weird scenario. It's a weird thing, and we have seen this Mavs team now over the last year or so be weird about injuries and not be super forthright and not like give us the reason why some of these guys are out or not like give us like who's going to be out at certain points, but besides like the actual injury report. And I actually took up for Jason Kidd because I was like, why is this all on Jason Kidd that he has to give us all of the like medical info on all these different guys? Because guys, as you know about Jason Kidd,
I'm not a doctor, so I don't know.
he's not a doctor.
I love when he's just like clearly trying to think of what to say. And he's
Yes.
just like,
Actually, just get off the exit ramp. It's like, I'm just,
He's
no.
just kind of like
bailed.
spilling the
Just bailed
space.
on
Like
it.
I use those all the time. Those vocal crutches. Like, God, I love it.
But then the question becomes like, all right, well then is Dante Exum going to be good for the season? Or did the Mavericks know that this was an injury that was happening? Because he hasn't participated at all, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. We didn't participate in training camp at all, or in the
That's
continued
correct.
training camp, as Jason Kidd says, because it's going to last until October 21st, apparently.
That's right.
Like he hasn't participated at all. So did they know? They made a move and like moved and stretched away with Omax to bring in Dante Exum. I'm not jumping to the point where I'm like, man, this feels like organizational like malpractice again, like a weird part of like what Caleb Martin felt like last year when he was injured when they brought him in and couldn't replace him and all that, and then got hard capped. Like it just feels weird that another weird end of the bench thing is like holding up this Mavericks team to figure out what they are.
Yeah, because the point guard depth, basically what you have right now, it's Dante Exum, it's D'Angelo Russell, it's Brandon Williams, and
Dennis Smith Jr.
We'll see if he
Well,
plays.
to bring him in, right? Like if I'm right about the cap stuff, they can't just sign Dennis, so they gotta move somebody else. So are they gonna stretch and waive Dante Exum after stretching and waiving Omax? Like, is it just a continual cycle of stretching and waiving until they get the actual guard that they really want?
Well, there have been fans in our chat that have said do that with Dwight Powell. Now, I think that would open up enough money to unlock the vet men. I'm not totally sure.
He's making $4 million.
It's illegal by the British Columbia Convention, though, right? Like,
that would violate international law.
That's right.
And then they have Jaden Hardy, but
it's illegal because
all these changes, and I still got my dog Dwight Powell.
You're right. What good is bringing in Dennis if you're shipping out Dwight? Like you're only doing it to get these guys back together again, But with Hardy, it's kind of like, okay, well, if Hardy was playing well, you wouldn't have this problem at all. If Hardy was playing well, though, he'd be easy to trade. But again, you just want to keep him because you need guards. So like, I feel like more than a Dante Exum problem or a Dennis Smith Jr. problem or even a Kyrie problem, the Mavs kind of have a Jaden Hardy problem right now.
And that contract, as we have seen, is not movable at this particular point because they've tried.
At this juncture.
Yeah, because they've tried, and it hasn't worked. And
In
our
this
team, with all
league-
due respect to Ryan Nembhard, Bobby's favorite, good two-way player. But
50 games worth, though. Only 50 games, so you got to make those count.
You got to make them count. Mavericks play the Hornets this weekend, and then they play Utah, and then it's the Lakers. By the way, LeBron with sciatica, he's not going to be available next week or at the beginning of the season at all for the Los Angeles Lakers. So for those who are hoping to see the Mavericks take on LeBron James and Luka, that's not happening in Las Vegas. What else do you want to see from the Mavericks this preseason? What else do you want to learn before we get to the regular season opener against San Antonio?
Yeah, I mean, I want to learn about any of those three guards, if there's any kind of hierarchy about those guys in some way, like the third string end of the bench guards, because that's the thing I think what we learned about in preseason is like, all right, how does Jason Kidd feel about some of these guys? Do they sit second halves? Does he think that they're absolutely guaranteed locks in the rotation, right? We hadn't seen Caleb Martin either. Like, I don't know the hierarchy between Caleb Martin and Max Christie. It feels like Max Christie is ahead of him in the rotation, but I'm interested to see, is Caleb Martin going to play at all? And so I'm looking at some of that kind of stuff. And then let's just see more concepts, right? Like I'm not taking a ton away about the success of what the offense looked like, but this is a brand new offense that we haven't really seen. So let's see it more. Let's see what we see from Anthony Davis as like the offensive hub at the top of the key, Lively as a hub in some ways. Let's see more of that. Let's see how it works together. And then I don't know, this Lakers thing is interesting to me because are we even going to see Luka in the preseason? I guess he's kind of practicing at this point.
Dude,
but
it'd be such a bummer if he didn't play on Wednesday.
I'd imagine he's probably.
I saw that dude eat chicken wings yesterday. He's fine.
That was a while ago because when they recorded it, like you can hear it that Sean the host is like, you just released your men's health articles. That was like months. It was like months ago that he was eating those chicken wings. He's digested them by now. Is what I'm trying to tell you, Bobby.
Got it.
Didn't happen live.
I mean, I would hope that Luka plays. I mean, he hasn't played at all in the preseason. They've been taking it very easy with him in terms of his practice at this particular point. So, but he did play a lot, of course, with Eurobasket leading up to, the preseason. So, how much fun are you and Isaac just having the fact that basketball is back and there are things to actually talk about instead of all the amount of projection that you do during the offseason?
But no, they just steal our ideas.
I wasn't necessarily getting to that part. I was just, I was trying to keep it cordial.
It is a cycle because we record our first show of the week on Sunday night, and you guys don't record until Monday afternoon. So is it you guys stealing from us, or is it us stealing from you guys, or is it we just have a collective hive mind of like there's only certain things that the Mavericks?
Well, no, okay, it's time to peel back the curtain, all right, and let's reveal the truth once and for all. We are emailed talking points by Mark Cuban every week.
Yours come from Cuban.
Yeah, who do you get yours
from the desk of Miriam Adelson every day.
Oh, okay, okay, wow. I'm actually really jealous.
Wow,
I'm really jealous.
Got a seal on them and everything.
No,
not a seal.
You get to unveil them
So you're getting postage?
You get the official seal from the Mavericks.
Doesn't use email. No, there can't be like a digital trail. A paper trail, fine. A digital trail, no.
God.
I mean, we don't want the whole, it's the whole Steve Ballmer, type
I
thing
actually
going
did
on,
used to
right?
love checking the mail.
I
Not-
used
not
to
to get nostalgic
too.
on you, but-
Now I can't stand it.
I do it like once every 3 months now.
Yeah.
What's the last relevant mail you ever got?
You would say what?
What's the last relevant piece of mail you ever got? It's like,
I couldn't tell you. It was a holiday card from a distant holiday past. Like I don't. It could have been a Christmas card that I opened in August. I have no idea.
A distant holiday back.
Yeah.
He got an Earth Day card from Aspirations.
Oh yeah. There was actually a $2 million check inside it. I don't know.
Wow.
It wasn't
cash
made out
it?
to me though. No, it was made out to someone else.
There you go. Aspiration of some sort. Who knows? Before we let you go, are you in favor of LaMelo Ball changing his nickname to 6'7"? He wants to be known as 6'7".
I mean, I guess. Like,
exactly.
Is that a thing too?
That's part? Come on, Bob.
it's part of it. It's part of the.
It's part of the whole.
I don't know what any of this is. So I'm
6'7".
gonna have to go Google it.
Yeah, come on, man. My kid did it last night. They did it to end their third grade musical. Like the running joke was the teacher was turned around, the musical teacher was turned around, and all the kids just started yelling 6'7". Next, the teacher.
Shout out teachers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
What a stupid thing. Like, I know we've always had dumb things. Like,
You're
do you
just
guys
calling
remember
his daughter stupid.
No, he didn't.
No,
he said
like
the thing, the 6'7"
collectively,
thing.
what a stupid like thing. I mean, I guess we had weird things. Like, you remember the damn Daniel with the white vans?
Well,
Do you remember?
I did not.
Do you remember the
take
what
part in
are
it.
those? Like, there's always
Well, remember
so
that
many-
one time where America became idiots and started eating Tide Pods at one time?
That one time?
Remember that one?
I feel like there was just like 4 people that ate Tide Pods, and then people made like a big deal.
That's 4 too
In the
many,
chat.
Nick. That's
In
4
the chat,
too
if you ate a
many.
Tide Pod, let me know, because I think the number is way lower than we think.
Come on the pod.
Oh, exactly. Let us know how that
No,
went.
no,
not
no.
off
They like
season. Come
they
on the
like
pod
pods
next
too
off.
much.
Us endorsing eating Tide
They've had enough
Yeah, let's-
pods.
don't do that. Yeah,
Clarify.
we don't do that.
If you eat a Tide Pod, we're not bringing you on the show.
Oh, those aren't good for you?
Good.
Maybe
What
that's
flavor
why
are
my
the
head
Tide
hurts.
Pods?
Maybe
Are
that's
they
why your
different
head hurts.
flavors?
Is that what
that's
it
why
is?
it's photosensitive.
Oh my gosh. Nick, it's always good to see you. Love you, buddy. And we'll see you at we're gonna see you at the Fan Jam tonight.
I'll
Jamming
be
at the
there.
Fan?
Me and Slightly will be there. We'll have a post something show. I don't know if I can call it post game show, but we'll have something locked on Mavs.
Well, see if Stein can join you for that. Because
Are you guys going live after the game?
No.
The Fan Jam.
Much to Stein's chagrin. we're not.
Much to Stein's chagrin for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Is Stein like a real curmudgeon about it? Because Isaac refuses to go. Like, Isaac just hates it.
No, Stein is fired up for some nighttime.
He loves
basketball.
nighttime programming, so
Yeah.
he'll be fine though.
Stein loves nighttime programming. It's really
He does, man.
I did after I said it and the way that it came out. Yeah, you didn't have to point it out.
That's a bigger pause than Bobby's like blanket that he's rubbing on himself.
You didn't have to point it out. You could have left
There's
it where
nothing
it was.
wrong with liking blankets.
And you should have left it where it was because
It was
that's
just
another
about
drop.
how
We
soft
need
you
that
were
drop
talking
out of context. We need that completely out of context. Please have it as a drop. Nick, love you, buddy. We'll talk to you later, man.
Bye, Nick.
That is our good buddy Nick Angstadt of Locked On Mavs. Coming up next, the Corellustrator and PrizePicks got some content for us. I can't wait because we're going to talk about projections, more projections for the Mavericks this upcoming season. We'll do that next. But we want you to become part of our DLLS Sports family. The easiest way that you can do that right now is to subscribe to DLLS Sports and join check this out, over 33,000 subscribers that we have here for DLLS Sports. And then the next thing that you can do is you become a diehard member. The easiest way you can do that, go to alldlls.com, click that diehard tab, and for $59 you can become a diehard member and get the ALLCITY branded Bills DLLS mashup hat available right now. If you scan that QR code that you see on the screen, or if you're listening, again, go to alldlls.com to get that hat for $59 right now.
Sale ends Sunday, so do it quickly.
At 11:59 p.m.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Do it
don't
now.
know if that means Central Time, Eastern, or Mountain.
We'll do it before then. Just do it before then.
So there's no time to waste. in
That's
other
right.
words.
Just do it before then. Or for $36, you can get yourself a free t-shirt and becoming a diehard member as well. You get your physical diehard card and you get access to all of our premium content on our website from our guys Sam Leslie, Sean Shapiro, Jeff Wilson covering the Texas Rangers, Ali Juwan, and Clarence E. Hill Jr. covering your Dallas Cowboys.
Real quick, if I can promote, Clarence Hill
Yes.
got some exclusive quotes, some exclusive follow-ups from
Mhm.
Dak after Dak said yesterday he wants to play into his 40s. Dak gave him a little more.
40s.
Jeff Wilson breaking the story yesterday that Nathan Uvalde had to go under the knife
Yeah, man.
for a sports hernia thing.
Yeah.
And then Sam Nestler is assuming the airport stuff that Stein was scaring us about on camera the other day, assuming that's all fine, Sam Nestler's going to be in Denver tomorrow night whenever the Stars take on those hated Colorado Avalanche.
Ooh, the Mikko Rantanen revenge game. Love that. Love that. You get all access to our member-only Discord as well. Again, alldlls.com to become a diehard member today. There's no better time than right now in the middle of everything happening in sports to become part of our DLLS Sports family. Let's get to some interesting content from our guy, the Crow Illustrator, because I'm excited about this. Of course, shout out to our partner, PrizePicks, along with us here at DLLS Sports. We've got a chance to look at some numbers, some projections for some of your favorite Mavericks this upcoming season and what that could mean for their year.
Yes. And so I'm sure these are going to change and there'll probably be more, but PrizePicks, obviously, usually you think of just like individual game kind of thing, but they also have season long. And I think it would just be interesting conversation fodder.
Yeah, let's do it.
So nothing in here for Kyrie. Spoiler alert, it's just Clay, AD, and Cooper Flagg. Who do you want to start with?
You say Cooper.
Clay, AD, and Cooper Flagg. We got the most for Coop, so do you want to start with Clay?
Let's start with Clay and work our way up. Yeah.
All right, so Clay Thompson. Now, in like football, for example, more or less than 0.5 touchdowns is either one or nothing, right? So with this, there's decimals. So for Clay, more or less than 3 threes per game, so 3.0 threes per game. Last year, he made 3.0 threes per game on the money.
Oh, right on the money.
He was 3.5 the year before. For his career, he is 3.1 threes per game. Do you think Clay will make? And you can't choose tie. All right, don't be a coward. More or less.
3 threes.
3 threes per game. Yeah, 3.0 threes per game.
Push.
You can't do that. I just said that.
Just said that.
I literally just said that.
Man, so his average is 3.1
for his career. 3.1. He in 22-23 made 4 threes per game. That was a career high for him.
That was the title year for them.
Year after.
The year after.
Yeah.
Oh man, I guess I'll say less.
Less. I could see less just because
I don't know.
know.
I changed it. I'm gonna go more because he's the only one that's gonna be shooting threes on this team.
That was what I thought.
Him and
I said
D'Angelo
more.
Russell. Yeah, it's gonna be him and D'Angelo Russell shooting threes. So I'm gonna go more.
See, I
And
think
lively.
necessity.
And lively.
Yeah, and lively. That's why the season changes at the course of lively shooting threes.
I
That's
think
right.
less just by virtue of minutes. But yeah, no, our king, you can say 3.3. Yeah, it's decimals count. Decimals count.
So I'll go 3 point. I like that number, 3.3.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I think I would go less just again because of minutes. If he plays 24 minutes a game, it's really tough. Unless
Clay
he's
gonna
hot.
be making under 3 threes per game. You feel like this year?
It could.
The chat poll is saying more. 80% saying more.
I mean, because again, who is shooting threes on this team on a consistent basis other than Clay and D'Angelo Russell?
Just because you're shooting doesn't mean you're making them.
I mean, I'm just saying by sheer volume. I mean, Clay is second greatest shooter of all
Well,
time.
if he takes 7 threes a game,
if he's taking 7, 8 threes a game, he's bound to make 3 of them.
well, if he takes 7 threes a game, going 3 for 7 every game is 43% from 3.
I mean, he's a career 45% shooter from 3?
No, he is a career compelling content 41%.
41.
He has shot 43% from 3 twice before, in 2015 and in 2018.
Okay.
If he takes 8 threes per game, he needs to shoot 37.5%. He can do that in his sleep.
Yeah, he can do that in his sleep. So yeah, I'll go more. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good now with more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anthony Davis.
Okay.
We got 3 for him.
Okay.
All right. And there's 4 for Coop. So AD's 24 points per game. So he's averaged more than 24 8 of the last 10 seasons.
Okay.
Last year, he was 24.7 points per game.
Wow.
Do you think he will average more or less than 24.0 points per game?
More.
More?
I'll go 24.5.
Okay.
24.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, let us know what you think too. You're on like a 10 to 15 second delay, so we'll see your answers.
Yeah.
Tanner, what do you think?
What was his career average? Did you say?
He's averaged more than 24 in 8 of the last 10 seasons.
I'll say more. Yeah, let's say more.
Yeah. 24.5 is where I'll go with.
11 rebounds per game. Seems high, but he's averaged more than 11 3 years in a row. Last year, he was at 11.6. But the 3 previous seasons before the 3 seasons in a row, he averaged below 10 3 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
So he's kind of min-maxing here. So do you think he'll be more or less than 11?
I'll go less and say 10.9.
I'm saying less because you got Lively, you got Gafford,
Yeah.
you got Cooper,
Yeah.
got lots of
PJ.
good rebounders around them.
Yeah, I think less.
I think less.
I think less.
This team should be the best rebounding team in the league, right?
Maybe. Depends on what kind of shots they're defending. If you got bigs closing out, then it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
But I think they will, and there are stats to track this. I think they'll defensively rebound the highest percentage of missed twos in the league.
Yeah.
If you miss a 2, it's Mavs ball.
It's Mavs ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Most of the time. How about 0.5 triple doubles? He did get 1 last year with the Mavs.
Okay.
It was that game against the
Toronto Raptors.
Raptors.
Yeah, he almost had a quadruple double.
Yeah,
that
he
game.
did. He almost did.
Yeah, blocks. I'll say more.
You think he'll get 1?
Yeah, I think he'll get 1. Yeah. It might be a 10, 10, and 10 game because I think his assist numbers will actually go up a little bit this year.
Get some cutters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some alley-oops.
That game, he almost had 10 blocks. Is that what yours?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. He almost
Yeah.
had 10 blocks.
I don't know. I don't remember that. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that game he
blocked
went,
out that
I guess.
memory.
That part of the season.
They did beat the Raptors down pretty good. Do you think he'll get 1, Tanner?
No, that's tough. I don't think so.
He'll get more than 0.5 triple doubles.
No.
He'll bump into 1.
Tanner's just a hater.
Yeah, I think he'll bump into
I
at least
said
1.
more on all the others. It's
No,
it's the
hater.
first one that I said
All
last.
right, you got to redeem yourself. All right, I bet he'll. Well, I'll put it this way: if he plays he'll get 1 triple double for every 50 games he plays this year. If he plays more than 50 games, he's getting a triple double.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, like I said, I think he'll bump into
It's by
it.
accident.
Yeah, a triple double.
I'm changing. I'm saying more.
Hey,
There you go, Tanner.
There we
That's what
go.
I'm talking about.
All
There
right,
you go.
now we can shame him for being a flip flopper. You're just
hedging, Tanner,
waffling.
damn it.
You
Yeah.
convinced me. You
Jeez.
convinced me.
Okay.
All right, moving on to Cooper Flagg.
Oh, that was it for AD.
Yeah, that was it for AD.
Okay. All right. Cool.
16.7 points per game for Cooper Flagg.
7. Never mind. All right.
16.7. My instinct is to go less.
Me too. I think 15.
but he did get 10 and a quarter the other night. So I
he
don't know.
did do that. I'll go less. I'll say 15 and a half. 15.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tanner?
I'll say over. I was trying to find.
It's more
Earlier,
than.
Ron
It's
was
more than.
asking-
Oh, shout out to Ron.
Yeah,
He says
Ron was saying 18, and then people were coming on that.
when I talked to
That's
Jeff
even
Teague
higher.
in Vegas about a month ago, he said he thinks Coop could get 19 to 20 a game. which-
19, 20 is that's a
that's
lot.
ambitious. That's a lot.
But then it's like, okay, 16.7. Again, 16 points is you're hitting 2 threes, you're making 3 twos, and you're knocking in a couple free throws. And like you're getting that's already 14, 15 points.
see, they got the joke. 6-7. Look at y'all.
I don't know, man. I think he could do more than that, but
Yeah.
for safety, I'm going less.
For safety, I'm going less.
Wow, a hater.
No.
Hates
He
Cooper
based his
Flagg.
in
That's
logic.
what we in the investor community.
Oh, wow.
call a
That
hedge.
we in the
By
investor
the way,
community.
if you have any money in the stock market, just don't look today. Just look
Oh,
next week.
man.
It's not good.
Oh, okay.
6.3 rebounds per game. I'm going more.
Oh,
but
really?
then I don't.
How much more?
I actually don't know. I said
Actually,
that.
I'll go with you on that. I'll go 6.5. I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go 6.5. 6.5. I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Ditto what Kevin said.
I just think
don't know.
everyone is going to average 7. Like
6
80,
or 7.
Gaff, Lively.
There you go.
Coop,
That's what I'm
PJ,
talking about.
I don't even
Najee.
know the reference.
They're
It's
all
okay.
just going to get
It's
7
good.
rebounds a game.
Man, that's what I'm saying. So that kind of goes back to the point I made just a second ago. I think they might be the best rebounding team in the league. If everybody's getting 7 boards, at least 7 boards per game.
Doesn't mean they're the best.
If AD's getting at least 11 boards, Lively getting 8 to 10 boards a game, you're talking about Cooper getting 7 boards a game. Like, I've already got you 28. I already got you 35 boards between 3 guys already. I haven't even put Gafford in there.
Is it going to be like the Rock?
PJ averaged a career high nearly 8 rebounds last year himself.
Is it going to be like the Rockets where the offense is kind of like just
Throw it
like,
at the rim and
throw
go
it
get
and
it?
then like get the offensive rebound and
First off, you can only rebound misses. Last year, only one team rebounded at least 73% of available defensive rebounds.
Who was that?
The Clippers. The Mavs last year
Zubac was a
ranked
monster last year.
25th in defensive rebound rate. Granted, a lot of the season was Kessler at the 5.
Right.
offensively, last year, the Rockets rebounded 36% of their own misses. That was most in the league.
Yeah.
That was their offense.
Yes.
Yeah, throw it
Yeah.
at the rim and go rebound.
14 teams, so nearly half the league rebounded at least 30% of their own misses. The Mavs ranked 25th in offensive rebound rate at 27%. Granted, again, centerless.
Yeah.
So they got to climb super high
Which I mean,
in order to be number one.
I don't think it might be too difficult. I mean, again, if healthy,
All right, real quick with Coop.
All right.
0.5 40-point games.
Less.
Less.
You don't think he's going to have a 40 piece?
No.
I would be shocked if he drops.
No.
a
What if it was
spot there.
how many 30-point games do you think he'll have? You think he'll get, let's say, 4.5?
5?
You think he'll get 5 30s?
I'll go 6.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow,
Triple
that just-
doubles? That's also one. 0.5 triple doubles for Coop. I think less.
I'll go more.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
go more. Yeah.
He
I
might
think
bump
gets
into a 10, 10, and 10 triple double.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. The 40-point game. The fact that he even had a 40-point game projection on there is kind of interesting.
Shea's points, by the way, is 31.5.
Shea averaged 32.7
I know
last
it's
year.
just so many points. That's just so
Like,
many
Shea
points.
averaged nearly 33 a game last year.
It's just so God. It's just so many points, dude. These guys are so good.
And it was effortless for him. It was disgusting how
Yeah.
effortless it was for him.
I wonder if the Thunder start doing what the Spurs used to do and just like kind of coast. You know,
They could.
I mean,
because they know they're so good they can just like
They just got to
rest
play. They
guys
got to
and-
play enough games to qualify for awards. That's all they got to do.
yeah.
Although they all
true.
got supermaxes already, so it doesn't even matter.
that's true. They all did get paid. Interesting numbers though. Let's see how we keep. Make sure. I guess you got to keep up with that all year long to see what happens at the end of the regular season. Again, shout out to our partner PrizePicks here for DLLS Sports. Let's take our final break here on the show today. When we come back, the Corrales are going to talk to us a little bit about what's going on with the Dallas Mavericks, Rick Welts, and the Dallas Stars. We'll talk about that next.
But first, ball knower bonus time.
Let's go.
All right, you go to our website, you go to the DLLS locker. You got a 50% chance to double your cash Ola. All right, Cowboys heading out east to take on the Carolina Panthers this Sunday.
Beat them down.
If you activate the ball knower bonus, spend at least $25 on the site, and then you predict who will win the game. But there's also other things. There's college games. There's other pro teams. There's stats. Whatever. All you're doing is predicting. Do you think the Cowboys will win or the Panthers will win? If you spend at least $25 on the website, which you're already doing anyway, because we have so much cool merch. If your prediction comes true and you spend at least $25, you will be given a coupon matching what you just spent on the site to spend as a gift card to spend on other stuff up to $250. All right, so it's a great way to buy one, get one, buy 10, get 10. All right, and if you're a diehard, you get 20% off all the merch on the website. And it's great merch like this Paige Becker's inspired T-shirt, that roadie shirt. Dallas Wings may or may not be about to hire Sandy Brondello or maybe someone else. Who knows? But what we do know is Paige Becker's is pretty freaking good, Kevin.
She's not bad. Not bad at all.
She is pretty good at basketball.
She is.
And the Wings, they're pretty soon going to be Dallas's team. Practice facility set up in Dallas. After the World Cup, they're going to be moving to the convention center in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And then who knows what happens after that. We're about to talk about where the Mavs are moving. They might not be in Dallas. Stars might not be in Dallas. The Wings in Dallas. But we support all of the teams here in Dallas-Fort Worth. What's the other thing? Oh, the newsletter. You go to alldlls.com, scroll down to the bottom. You can sign up for the free newsletter. It costs $0.00. All we ask for is your email address, and then Ali Jawad, who's over on the Cowboys beat, he puts together that newsletter every single morning, Monday through Friday, gets it delivered to your inbox no later than 8:45 a.m. So you can start your day off right with some sports news. So yeah, definitely check all those things out. Thank you.
Shout out to the homie Sarah in the chat. Hi, boys. See you in Vegas. Yes, we will be in Las Vegas. We will get there Sunday evening. We'll be there throughout the course of the week as the Mavericks take on the Lakers on Wednesday at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. So our entire crew will be in Sin City beginning on Sunday evening with shows on Monday, Tuesday, and our pre- and post-game show on Wednesday.
All live from the Westgate. If you're out there, come hang.
From Westgate. So shout out to our hotel partner, our official hotel partner, Westgate, as we will be hanging out in Sin City one more time.
I'm excited to watch all the Monday nights can be awesome.
Monday nights can be insane.
The Mavs
man.
preseason game.
Yep.
doubleheader Monday Night Football, which
That's
Kevin
right.
loves.
Yep.
And then we'll have playoff baseball. And we can watch all of it at once.
Well,
All
that's
at
Super
once.
Bowl. They only have one screen, right? How are we supposed to watch all
That is not true. They have a million screens inside there.
So we can watch everything.
We can literally watch everything.
We can watch
inside
some
Westgate.
Dallas Stars hockey while we're out
Mavs
there too,
preseason game will definitely be on the biggest screen, I'm sure.
with sound.
Yeah, with sound
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, I got some stuff about the arena.
Let's go.
Okay, so I've been perusing. I haven't seen anyone talk about this. Excuse me. The day of the Mavs preseason opener, which Kevin was what day?
Monday.
Okay, so that's this week. Still relevant. Mavs CEO Rick Welts goes on the Bloomberg, or is he the president? What's his title?
CEO.
CEO. Okay. Goes on the Bloomberg podcast and shares some news about the new arena that they're trying to get built. The Mavs lease at American Airlines Center expires in 2031. That is 5 years and 2 months from now, or 6, whatever. It's very close.
Yes.
I am bad at math. They're better at math than I am because they know it's time to get started on a new arena. Now, on the pod, Welts said the Mavs hope to have their arena site selected by the end of Q1 2026. So that's sometime within the next few months.
That's right.
Q1 for you non-quarter knowers. That ends in March.
Yeah.
So by
springtime.
March, before the end of the regular season, the Mavs will have the site selected. Now, I'll have more on that in a second. But they have said and maintain, and Rick Welts still maintains, that they want to stay in Dallas. That's condition number one. They want to be in the city of Dallas. Condition number two is they want their own arena. Currently, the Mavs and Stars are co-lessees at the American Airlines Center.
That's right.
They want their own arena. The Mavs want to build this to be a basketball exclusive thing. Now, the city of Dallas is working with the Mavs and the Stars to help them because Dallas wants these teams to be in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the Stars to, for example, go to Plano, which is a recent rumor.
Sam.
That could be some posturing, okay? That could just be some posturing by the Stars to try and squeeze a little more tax breaks or funding money from the city of Dallas to try and create a little bit of desperation. But also it makes sense. The Stars have their practice facility in Frisco, and so it makes sense if they want to go over to Plano. It's all kind of up in the air. But what you need to know as a Mavs fan is that the Mavs and the Stars will not be sharing an arena, almost guaranteed, in 2030. They want it to be basketball only. A couple other conditions that the Mavs want. They want at least 50 acres of land.
Okay.
Currently, the Victory development, so in Victory Park, where the arena currently is about 75 acres. Okay. So the Mavs want an area that is going to be nearly as big as Victory Park. It's really 60 acres within the confines of the arena to the north, Continental to the south, Houston to the east, and Victory to the west.
Okay.
So just like that strip of land is about 60 acres. The Mavs want almost that much land for this development.
Okay.
Another condition is...
A lot of conditions here.
Yes. I'm laying out their demands.
We get right conditions. That's
Rick
right.
Welts he said on this podcast, they understand gambling might not be and probably won't be legal by then. Remember, whenever the Adelson family and Patrick Dumont purchased the Mavs and assumed control, it was kind of implied that they're going to get gambling passed. They're going to build a arena, casino, hotel, like resort-style thing. But the Mavs now, at least publicly, seem to be willing to admit that that might not happen. Gambling is very unpopular among the legislature and among a lot of the voters.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that will be legal by then. And so they are proceeding without casino in mind.
Which, I mean, yeah, if you're trying to get something done before 2031.
Yeah, I mean, you got to break ground soon.
Yeah, you got to break ground.
You got to get going soon.
Yeah, very soon. Yeah.
Now, that's a lot. You need a big slice of land, and you want it to be your own thing, and you want so there's a lot of moving pieces here.
And remind me real quick, the Adelson and Dumont family bought a large piece of land in the Arlington area.
Irving
area.
Yeah,
correct.
Irving. But the Mavs want to be in Dallas.
Okay.
Irving is not Dallas.
Yes.
But they do own that land, which could be for negotiating purposes.
That's well over 100
leverage
acres.
and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a huge area.
Yeah.
So recent speculation I found in an article suggests the Mavs could be focused on one of three areas. Okay. Area near the convention center, which is actually not too far from where Reunion Arena used to be. There's a lot of land out there. How ironic would it be to end up right back where we started?
You wouldn't mind that. I don't think you'd mind that.
The Dallas County Jail, which there's a couple different locations. I believe they're talking about the one that is on Riverfront and Commerce. So by the courthouse and all that stuff. There's a lot of land over there.
Okay.
Would be an apocalyptic traffic. Riverfront and Commerce.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how familiar you are. That is not
It's not.
easy to get around. There's a lot of stoplights and a lot going on.
Yeah.
Or the former Valley View Mall area, which is at 635 in Preston, just off the tollway. Also hellacious traffic area. Absolutely brutal.
And
tollway in 635 is
gross.
Oh my
it's
God, dude.
gross. You said 635 and I was immediately out.
Dude, in
I was
75,
immediately out.
75 635 is brutal.
It's awful.
Like it's not good. That is not great.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, the Dallas County Jail is right by the Mixmaster. So you'd basically be taking, if you were coming from 35, you'd be taking 35 either approaching 30 or crossing 30, depending on what direction you're coming from.
Oh gosh.
Good luck. Good luck and Godspeed.
Gross. It's not good.
So that's a rumor though. So
Yeah.
those are 3 rumored areas.
Okay.
So here's where it gets kind of interesting. Okay. To kind of expedite this and to get some good intel on these locations, the city has recently hired this company called Hillwood Urban Services to help with site identification and analysis and all these things. Now that kind of raised a little alarm in my head. It's like,
Okay.
that company sounds familiar. I'm going to do some research. So Hillwood Urban Services is chaired by this guy named Ross Perot Jr.
Oh wow.
So Ross Perot Jr. Bought the Mavs back in 1996 from Don Carter and got American Airlines Center approved and built, and then immediately sold the Mavs to Mark Cuban. Now, American Airlines Center is built as part of the Victory development on land that is in large part owned by Ross Perot Jr. All around the arena.
I say
all around the arena. So there's this new office space right across the arena called Victory Commons.
that's right.
That building is owned, of course, by Hillwood Urban Services. The Goldman Sachs building that's being built right on the other side of the arena right now, that 14-story thing, it's going to be pretty cool. That is also on land owned by Hillwood Urban Services and Ross Perot. All of the residential area owned by Ross Perot. Everything is owned by Ross Perot. And now Hillwood Urban Services is getting paid by the city of Dallas to help the Mavs move out of American Airlines Center on land owned by Ross Perot to somewhere else. I don't know if Ross Perot owns the land that he's getting paid to analyze, but Ross Perot is making out like a bandit in all this stuff.
He's making out pretty good right now.
And then I would also assume that if Goldman is moving in and then this Victory Commons area, Scotiabank recently announced that they just bought 3 floors of that building to move their American headquarters here, thousands of jobs and everything. Okay. I can guess as soon as the Mavs and Stars move out of American Airlines Center, something is going to happen to that building and it might be replaced by just more offices or more residential or whatever. So like, I think that all parties involved have a lot of reason to want to get this thing moving as quick as possible. So I was just trying to weave a whole web there. It's all very connected. Everyone's just handing money back and forth to each other. But yeah, Ross Perot made sure the Mavs got into American Airlines Center, and he's making sure the Mavs get out very quickly.
Wow. First of all, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
Oh, there's a lot more to it, but I don't feel comfortable saying too much of it on microphone.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, there that isn't. Just from a general sense, I would love the team to stay in Dallas. Like, the name is the Dallas Mavericks. Stars, shout out to them. The Dallas Stars. Like, being central to the DFW area, like centrally in Dallas, that needs to happen. Like, the idea that the Cowboys or the Dallas Cowboys are playing Arlington, shout out to the good folks in Arlington, is wild to me. Access to an arena needs to be paramount as well. And the idea of some of those areas that you mentioned, very difficult to get to any type of stadium.
It is important, though, to keep them in Dallas.
It's important, very important to keep them in Dallas.
Also for accessibility. Like,
yes.
If the Stars move to Plano or if the Mavs move to Plano or Frisco or whatever, it's just so tough for anyone that doesn't live up there to get to. There's so many Mavs fans that live, for example, in Oak Cliff or in South Dallas or south of South Dallas or out by you, out east, or already in the city or literally anywhere that isn't some of the wealthiest, most affluent areas of the Metroplex. It would be really disappointing if the teams left here. And I know why the city would be anxious to keep them here too, because not only the money and the jobs and everything, but also concerts. Like, it's a great concert venue. Like, all of these things bring in a lot of money and interest and tourism and all that stuff. So I really hope that for everyone's sake that they're able to figure something out. But obviously all this is posturing over amount of funding and tax breaks and stuff you'll get.
Yeah.
So it's all very political.
If
And
the
that-
Stars moved to Plano, imagine how long it would take Owen to ride a scooter after the pregame ended.
oh my God, yeah.
All the way up to the game.
Be
That's
impossible.
right. Virtually impossible.
You
Yes.
just see him on the shoulder of 75 on his scooter.
We have to get an Owen cam.
Owen
of
would
him
ask
just
if we
riding
could
his
launch
way in.
PLNO.
Our King says that getting to the Wings games from Dallas is already annoying.
It'll be less so now, though, since they're moving to the convention center.
Yeah,
Right in the middle of everything.
But the overarching point is stay in Dallas, be in Dallas. That's where they belong.
I hope they do.
I hope they do.
But we'll provide updates on all that stuff as it happens. But yeah, just over the next few months, keep an eye out for location selection, and then things are pretty much going to get going because 2031 pretty soon is only going to be 5 years away.
That's right. That's right. Appreciate our guy Nick Angstadt for hopping on with us today here on our show. Really appreciate him. Thank you to Tanner for making us look good and sound good as always. We will be back tomorrow with our pregame show at 6:45 p.m. ahead of the Mavericks taking on the Charlotte Hornets. So make sure you tune in.
Nope,
to our
no pregame. Not
I'm
tomorrow,
sorry.
just postgame.
Just postgame show. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm showing up late to work tomorrow.
So make sure you just tune into our post-game show. Yes, our post-game show 15 minutes after the Mavericks take on the Charlotte Hornets. That's our guy, Bobby Carell, our Mavericks analyst. I'm your host, Kevin Gray. We are DLLS Mavs. We'll talk to you tomorrow after the Mavericks take on the Charlotte Hornets. Y'all be good. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.